Can you take down helicopter? Yo, can you take down helicopters in this game?
Yeah, you could shoot him down.
Oh, cause I've been shooting some down and they don't really go down. They just
No,
spiral
you
and they
you
don't
can't
really-
you can't take down helicopters. You can't. There's no way to shoot them down. So what you're
That
gonna do
guy's
is
a
you might as well
Class
come
A
out and
retard, so
shot
shut the fuck up.
Especially because you're on the enemy team, you need to do that.
How comes if I get hit one time by
the... was talking in team, the other one's talking in public, so...
Wait, how do you not get killed by this PKM thing? Cause you get hit once and you're dead. Not even body, not even headshot.
It all depends on caliber, so it depends how big the bullet is your gun shoots.
Oh. Oh jeez, well then, I must have a small caliber because I've been hitting people like 5 times and they don't die. I love this game so much. I'm probably gonna main it.
Scout, reporting.
It's hilarious how some of the bodies just fucking ragdoll when you shoot them.
I know. They freaking fly. I'm gonna try to go get C, but this kid is he's camping behind a stee. I'm losing my mind. I said stee instead of tree.
And here comes the Cobra to shit on everybody.
We are taking Charlie.
I'm just saying, if you don't like me, mute me. That's what I'm saying. I'm not pinning it on you guys. I'm not saying like, well, you don't like me, that's your problem. I'm not like that, no. I said, if you don't like me, just mute me. I was chill about it, I wasn't salty. Why doesn't this class have any bandages?
Fucking man knows your own damn fault.
We are taking Delta.
Is it allowed to spawn camp people?
Scout, reporting.
Okay.
Is it even allowed to? Am I allowed to do this? They're spawning.
Well, the objective is to kill enemies, so fucking kill them.
Charlie is being attacked.
This is the most kills I've ever gotten.
Nobody responded.
Charlie is being attacked.
Why are you being an asshole when you talk about something?
What do you mean? What do you want me to talk about? You want me to talk to your mom?
Yeah, something's definitely happening.
Okay, who is the freaking Vietnamese who's got that HMG who's literally been spawn camping those pilots this entire time?
That was me,
How?
by the way.
What?
Wait, not this entire time, but I was spawn camping for a little bit.
No. There's been this one Vietnamese soldier who has had an HMG who has been shooting from the top of the hill all the way to the spawn area for pilots and has been
That's not me,
camping
but
us this
that's just
entire time. Who the frick is that?
I do not know, but I'll try to find out.
I'm not asking you specifically, I'm asking your entire freaking
We have
team.
lost Charlie.
It's Ho Chi Minh himself.
We have lost Delta.
Because first off, either you are cheating or you have incredible aim, and if it's the latter, seriously, Wow. Good
Probably
job.
just
He's
he probably
just
just
shooting.
pointed at your spot.
Well, you gotta count the bullet traps and whatnot.
That's just annoying, yeah. He just camps there, but it's a... I don't know. What does the scout do?
Imagine that. Imagine that.
Chill, I don't play this game. You need to talk about something, bro?
I think we should all just start talking in public. I feel like it's the new move.
Yeah, all the cool kids are talking in public.
How the fuck is he all the way up here killing you guys? He's right beside me. His name is Max Dacky or something like that, but I don't know how the hell he's killing you guys.
Yeah,
he's
he's been shooting
literally-
us the entire game.
Yeah, he's shooting at the fucking wall. I could see all the tracers hitting the wall and just hitting the ground.
Yeah,
Apparently.
he's been spawn camping the pilots the entire
Should I-
game. Sometimes he
should I
has to leave to
Let's
get off
kick
the
him.
ground. until the
He's
top-
level 0.
Let's kick this guy. This guy's
Should I
definitely
kick him real
fucking
quick?
hacking.
Okay, so it's
No,
not
kick him.
it's not just me.
Kick
Okay,
him.
good.
Kick him. He's literally shooting at a wall, and I see him racking up kills. That's no bueno.
Oh yeah, you're right. You are fucking level 99.
hold on, let me go
Just
check real
flashing
quick.
at 0 sometimes.
What's his name
The enemy
again?
has no reinforcement.
Max Daka or something, I believe.
You might just know where to shoot. I mean, this is a very common map.
Nah, dude, literally look at him shooting. You see the fucking tracers hitting the wall.
I'm coming to find you. I can't find the tunnels though. Never
Dude,
mind.
I'm literally shooting out of this fucking hole. Ooh. One of your boys found us.
I legit can't find the...
Ooh.
Bro, I've been to so many tunnels I can't find you.
Victory!
Hey.
Because we say so. And if the Security Council's against it, too bad for them. We're the Godfather, we run the world, and we smash anybody in the face who's in our way. That's the extreme opposite, ludicrous extreme opposite of the internationalism that's necessary. It's imposing state violence to an extent that no country in history has ever attempted it. The Nazis wanted to control Eurasia, not the whole world. Okay? That's the kind of thing we're actually facing. And we've got to deal with it very quickly, or we're all going to be finished.
Well, Professor Chomsky, I'd just like to ask you, you've said, and Fabian's book, of course, does the same, which is to make the argument that the nation-state system has perpetrated violence on a virtually unprecedented scale. You mentioned the European Union as a means of, at least in some sense, transcending the limits imposed by nation-states. Now, is it your sense that that model itself is, rather than being even somewhat universalized, is itself crumbling within the EU with Brexit, but not only with Brexit? I mean, do you see?
One is that the way the European Union was designed, largely under German influence, German banks and so on, the economic system is dissociated from the political structure. The economic system is
Alpha.
basically run by an unelected troika in bureaucrats in Brussels. European Council, unelected. European Commission, unelected. IMF, of course, unelected. The European Central Bank, unelected. They make the basic decisions. the decisions are not in the hands of the people of the countries. Well, that's a recipe for disaster. And it was made worse by something that is, by the plague that has hit much of the world in the past 40 years, the neoliberal plague. Its major principle is that government decisions have to be taken out of the hands of government. Government has a flaw. It's partially influenced by populations. So therefore, decisions have to move to totally unaccountable institutions. Private power, completely unaccountable to the public, and the principle that it follows is pure self-enrichment. It's a major principle. It was announced to the world by the leading economic guru of neoliberalism, Milton Friedman, at the same time that Reagan said government is the problem, Thatcher said there's no society. So we have to transfer decisions into the hands of unaccountable private power, which is directed in principle solely to self-enrichment. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what's going to come from that. And it's happened. And the result all over the world is anger, resentment, bitterness, all justified, fertile territory for demagogues to come along. Trump, Bolsonaro, Orban, others like them say, I'm your savior. With one hand, I stab you in the back. With the other hand, I say, I'm going to save you from what's happening. So yes, that's a very dangerous situation. I think these are the main reasons that what lies behind Brexit? And Labour gave up on the working class just the way the Democrats did here. Anger, bitterness. Let's find some way out of this. The way they are finding out of it happens to be... Now, there are responses to this. Just last weekend, there was a major response. The first meeting, the opening meeting of the Progressive International in Iceland. International effort based on the Sanders movement in the United States, progressive mass movement in the United States, and its European counterpart, DiEM25, Yanis Varoufakis' initiative, which is transnational European movement, seeking to preserve what makes sense in the European Union and to dismantle and overcome its very serious flaws. Lots of voices from the Global South, First Conference, International, the possible way to save us from these disasters. So it's not that there's a real kind of international class war going on, a major class war. There's an effort to construct a reactionary international based in the White House. That's what the agreements between Israel and the Arab dictatorships are about. Forging a component of the reactionary international in the Middle East with the most reactionary states. The Gulf dictatorships, family dictatorships, the Egyptian dictatorship, Israel, which has moved very far to the right, bringing out tacit relations and turning them into formalized ones under the aegis of the United States. The reactionary international will include Modi's India. Modi's destroying secular democracy in India, turning it into a right-wing Hindu nationalist ethnocracy, crushing Kashmir, Orban in Hungary. This is what's happening. Okay, there is a reactionary international run by the White House, where Mike Pompeo can just tell the world, I don't care what you want, we're putting through UN sanctions. You shut up. That's one international.
with it an age of enlightenment, of universal human emancipation. So could you explain what the argument is there, in addition to what you've said about the state and what Professor Chomsky has also just said?
Yes, sure. First of all, I would like to respond also to what Noam Chomsky just said. I think on the side of the progressive internationalism, one thing is very important, and this is the theme of climate refugees. I mean, we will have climate havoc. Maybe we can limit it to a certain extent. Maybe we will limit it to 3 degrees or even 4 degrees, but we can even reach 5 degrees. And so the question is, where will the people in Bangladesh go to when their country is destroyed? I mean, you can only solve this internationally with borders like we have them now with the European Union and the US and so on, shutting borders down. You will have a human catastrophe that is without any parallel in human history. So I think this is a very important part of what Noam just said. Concerning the myth of modernity, if you will, the standard narrative is that we come from the dark Middle Ages and modernity saved us and brought us into an era of light. And in the early modern age, in the 16th, 70s, and partly in the 18th century. And the same is true for slavery, of course, and for all the genocides that we have seen since Columbus. I mean, in the Americas, tens of millions of people have died due to the conquest in South America and North America and in Africa and Asia as well later on. So it's really the essence of what I call the monsters of modernity. And we also have to see the surge of militarization that came in modern times. When William the Conqueror conquered Britain, he had something like 10,000 soldiers. So compared to modern armies, it was tiny. In the early modern age, Wallenstein, the great warlord, in the 30s year war in the 17th century, he had 100,000 soldiers, and later Louis XIV of France had 400,000 soldiers, and later there were millions of soldiers in the First and Second World War. And the same is true for arms. There has been an arms race that started in the 100 Years' War between France and England in the 14th and 15th century, with the introduction of firearms. And firearms played a crucial role in the emergence of capitalism, because you need a lot of money to buy firearms. And so states, we were talking about the modern state emerged in a co-evolutionary way with the institutions of capital accumulation in those days. And the reason is that states at that time needed lots of money to buy cannons and to buy mercenaries, and they didn't have the money. So where did they get the money from? They got it from the bankers in Genoa, in Florence, in Venice, and so on. The city-states of northern Italy, in fact, formed quite a similar system to the city-states of Mesopotamia thousands of years earlier. And so the bankers and merchants were lending money to the sovereigns. The sovereigns went to they bought cannons and they bought mercenaries. They went to other countries, looted these countries, and from these looting, they paid, as one would say today, the return on investment to the bankers and merchants. And so it was a business model for them to use the states as a means to produce this return on investment. And the states, which is interesting, in the system were indebted from the outset. The modern state was dependent on capital. And what is interesting about what Immanuel Wallerstein has termed the modern world system, which was created in these days, is that the nation states or the territorial states, they were limited to certain regions, but capital was international from the very beginning. So what we see in neoliberalism in a very strong way today has been there for the last 500 years in a way. So the system that was created out of war, out of this machinery of capital accumulation at war at that time, was something radically new in the history of the world. And it is founded on three pillars. The first pillar is the endless accumulation of capital in an endless cycle of profit and reinvestment. There were many societies in which wealth and income was distributed in a very uneven way, like the Roman Empire, Chinese empires, and so on. But this was the first system where you have created a sort of machine that has to go on forever. This started with the merchants in Italy, with the banking houses, then the first corporations in the early 17th century, like the Dutch East India Company, the British East India Company. They had only one goal, these institutions, which is to increase the money invested, the money of the shareholders. And they have no other objectives than turning the natural world into commodities and to grow in an infinite way. And these are the structures that force the system to grow eternally.
Say is they sweep all of them under the rug, under the true but misleadingly true characterization of, well, they just didn't try enough. It's true for some of them, but for a lot of the people who lost money, it's not true. And so where is the fairness for those people? It's like it just
sure. And I want to make
out the guru industry.
I want to make one point clear. You mentioned earlier, you said, hey, if you're going online saying you're going to make people rich, I don't think any guru that I shouldn't say, I don't know. Sam Alvin specifically, Alex Becker, I don't think they ever say, hey, I'm going to make you rich. I don't think that's a phrase. I don't think they say anything close to that. My understanding of what we do, and I learned directly from Becker, okay? Sam Alvin's not as much, but obviously, Becker is very close to Sam, so I hear a lot of what's going on there. And, from what I've heard specifically, okay, the pitch is, hey, you know what? I cannot guarantee that you're gonna see these results or that you're gonna get these results, but I can guarantee you're gonna see how the people did. Okay, that's the pitch, right? So it's not a matter of, hey, I'm guaranteeing you're gonna get these results. I'm not. What I'm saying is, I'm gonna guarantee you're gonna see how you're gonna get these results. And if you don't get these results, it's fine, I'll give you a refund. Okay,
right,
now
I can't speak on Becker. I can speak on Sam Ovens. I literally have, because this is what the other guy was telling me too. He goes, Sam Ovens doesn't promise to make anybody rich. It's literally in his webinar. I understand that he just recently updated his webinar. I'm not talking about the new webinar. It's a webinar he's been running for years. He goes, I will teach you how to make, I can take anyone, get you a wildly profitable business. Do you need to be a Harvard MBA? No, you can be, anybody. And then he caveats and does something, but the implication after it is, as long as you put in the effort. Really?
We have lost Alpha. defenses are active. We have lost Bravo. Nạp đạn nhé. We are taking Charlie. Barrage inbound. Take cover. We are taking Charlie. We have a lost Delta.
Gói cần tiết kiệm thận.
Scout, report in.
Coi chừng, quân địch đây.
Last stand. Don't surrender. Scout, report in.
Nó chốt vị trí không bao giờ ngừng. Sẽ không bao giờ kết thúc.
Fall back. We must regroup. We have been defeated.
There's nice shot, Charlie, if you want it. Okay, I'm actually going to use the RP-46 because I've been having good luck with it as of recently. Also,
Hey,
good shot,
SL3, can you
Max
get
Daka. Did you set up that disco while I was distracting him?
Scout, report in. We have taken Charlie.
Oh, nice, nice.
Chúng ta cần làm gì?
being attacked.
Commander, why'd you waste an anti-air on a
Yeah,
recon?
this dude is like, I swear, it's like, and then the spooky comes up and then finishes like 4 salvos and he's like, what?
Chút đi, lại có chỉ mấy giây thôi.
I'm pleased. Holy fuck. Who do you want to kick?
Charlie is being attacked.
Done.
Bọn chúng bắt được tôi rồi. Chết tiệt.
Is he coming around the right side again? Where's he at? Where's he at? Let me at him. There he is. There, he's dead. Nice shot, Max Daka.
One's trying to flank us right side.
We have lost Bravo. We have lost Alpha.
Artillery coming F7. Oh, squad lead, you just moved your mark. I don't know if that's gonna work. That's could be sketchy. Make sure you guys are sheltered on D point. Anti-air is coming up right away for the spooky.
Take over. Anti-air's defenses are active. Charlie is being attacked.
Alright, ambush coming towards Charlie.
People moving left of D.
Actually, Charlie's looking fine. I'm rotating towards Delta. Good hold on Charlie, boys.
Charlie is being attacked.
Recon coming up soon. Artillery is up soon. Just hold if you guys can, and I'll have artillery out to relieve you.
Charlie is being attacked. Scout, reporting.
Oh.
Oh, my bad, bro. By the time I saw you, I tried to pull out of it. I skid.
Alright, Alright, I'm gonna wipe them all out on the E8 keypad 5.
Barrage inbound. Take cover. Delta is being attacked.
Chúng ta cần làm gì?
Charlie is being attacked. Delta is being attacked.
Get on point.
Đang nắp lại đợt trò trúc chúng có thể tấn công bất cứ lúc nào.
Delta is being attacked. We are taking Charlie.
I don't wanna die.
We have taken Charlie.
I don't like mid or I gotta go RTB.
Guys, you need to stay on point. We got a lot of guys on Delta that aren't on point.
We have a lost Delta. Scout reported. Delta is being attacked. Delta is being attacked. Scout, report in. Charlie is being attacked. Being attacked. We have lost Charlie. Scout, report in. Delta is being attacked. Charge inbound. Take cover. Being attacked. Delta is being attacked. Scout, report in. Alpha is being attacked. Bravo is being attacked. We are taking Bravo! Scout, report in.
Recon's up, everybody check your maps, it's totally gnarly. It's like eyes in the sky, bro.
We have lost Alpha. Charlie is being attacked.
Already coming in, SL1.
Delta is being attacked. We are taking Delta. Charlie is being attacked. Scout, report in.
Recon's up, dudes. Check him out. Already coming in, SL1, Echo 4, keypad 2, SL1, already bro, it's gonna be epic.
We have lost Charlie. We are taking Charlie. In. Delta is being attacked.
Our recon's up, bros. You can see all the kooks and everything on the map. Check it out, our recon. There's kooks all over the map.
We have lost Delta. We are taking Delta.
Get on Charlie, bros. Oh.
Cẩn thận, cúi đầu xuống. Hãy kèn lỗ đi, đồ chó, bọn chúng đi. Chúng ta sẽ ổn thôi, đúng không? Đang sắp lắp đạn.
Check him out, bros. Recon's up.
Commander, we need reinforcements. Old enemy napalm, enemy napalm. Enemy napalm.
Last stand. Don't surrender.
Show in television history. This is Meet the Press with Chuck Todd.
Good Sunday morning. 9 days. 9 days before Americans finally decide who will take the oath of office on January 20th. 9 days before control of the United States Senate could be determined. And 9 days before we have a sense of whether the country says, yes, we want 4 more years of President Trump, or whether voters say they've had enough and they choose Joe Biden. Thursday's debate probably changed little, which may be a good thing if you're ahead nationally by roughly 9 points, as Biden is right now. But where does this race stand? Here's an easy way to look at it. Let's start with the 2016 election map that President Trump rode to victory. Now, let's assume right now, as the campaigns are assuming, that Joe Biden takes 2 Trump states where he's been consistently ahead all year, Wisconsin and Michigan. Throw in Nebraska's 2nd congressional district, as Nebraska splits their electoral votes, where he's also leading. If that happens, it leaves President Trump with this path. He could not afford to lose any of the following states: Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Florida, or Arizona. And right now, he is trailing in all 4 right now, but they are close. But again, if he loses any one of them, it's game over. Remember, this also assumes that Mr. Trump hangs on to Ohio and to Iowa and to Georgia and to Texas, all of which right now, neck and neck. And if Mr. Trump was searching for an October surprise, he did get it, but it may not be the one he was looking for. We're now well into a frightening record 3rd surge of COVID cases that has just hit Vice President Pence's staff very hard. Just as Mr. Carolina more than Joe Biden, to Arizona more than Joe Biden, to Florida more than Joe Biden. Only in Pennsylvania has Joe Biden been there more. Are you concerned that your strategy for having a light physical footprint with the 2 nominees, with your 2 nominees, are you at all concerned that this may, that you may regret the lack of physical presence on the ground?
No, look, we are campaigning incredibly hard. Vice President Biden has visited all of these battleground states, rated by it. If you've been embarrassed by it, go out and vote. 9 days, you can vote early, you can vote in person, you can vote on election day, vote in whatever way
so there's no
makes the most sense for you. But across the country, no, everybody turn out and vote, and let's make changes.
Kate Bedenfield, Deputy Campaign Manager with the Biden campaign. Kate, thanks very much. And we now have the audio fixed with Corey Lewandowski, so Corey is back. All right, let me stick with that first question there. You'd started to answer, you said you don't know the details of how many more staffers. Do you think it would be appropriate for him to campaign in the next 24 hours or do you think he should quarantine? I mean, if you came into contact with Mark Short as closely as he did, would you be quarantining?
Well, look, I would make sure that the Vice President is taking all the precautions necessary, as he always has done. I am sure he is tested regularly, and he's in the best care, the best positions in the world at the White House, so I'm sure he'll do what is necessary and what is appropriate. And look, we've also seen Kamala Harris's team, members of her team come down with COVID, and she took the necessary precautions, so let's see where this goes, but I have not spoken to the team directly on that, Chuck.
You heard in our introduction piece there, the president almost complaining about how there's been a COVID, as he sort of said it. Do you think that's the right message to be sending right now? We just had the 2 highest days yet of new cases in this country, back to back, Friday and Saturday, and the president seemed to be lamenting the coverage of that. Is that the right message you want to send with 9 days to go?
Well, I think the president's message, it should be and continues to be the promises he's made and the promises that he's kept. Whether you care about Middle East peace, which he's been able to do, rebuilding our military, or
Alpha is being attacked. We have lost Alpha. We are taking Alpha. Scout, report in. We have taken Alpha. Alpha is being attacked. Alpha is being attacked. report in. Barrage inbound. Take cover. Bravo is being attacked. Bravo is being attacked. Bravo is being attacked. is running out of time. Barrage inbound. Take cover. Yeah! Alpha is being attacked. Time is running out. Hold the objective to win. We have lost Alpha. We are taking Alpha. Lost Alpha. Scout, report in. We are taking Charlie. We have taken Charlie.
Chúng ta có thể làm được.